Hey, Good Fox here. Today I'm going to show off my best packs of the last month. All of these packs were ripped live on stream. These Legend Fantasy packs, I'm going to only show off this first round for the silver round, just so you guys know that there's an actual silver round in my fantasy packs. But otherwise, I'm just going to cut them, and you're going to get the gold and elite rounds for the rest of it. Now, you notice I don't have as much pack openings on my channel, and that's going to continue going forward. I'm only going to do pack openings when a new... on YouTube when a new promo drops. So expect pack openings for the Thanksgiving promo when that drops, Black Friday when that drops, and the Ultimate Freeze bundles when that drops. Otherwise, may over a pack here and there on Twitch, but I think I've noticed this in 17 is that the views on just general pack openings aren't very good, especially if you don't pull anything good. But luckily, lately, I don't know, have you guys noticed pack odds have just been phenomenal? Like these past few Legend Fantasy packs that I've gotten the last 2 times, and I've only ripped packs twice in the last month outside of the Halloween promo, I've gotten over 1 million coins each time. And I've seen nothing but fire being pulled from other YouTubers, other people on Twitter that I follow, on the subreddit. So they obviously listen to our concern about Legend Fantasy packs, because previously in this year, this is something I complained, and a lot of people complained about these packs just being terrible. Same with Team of the Week. Although Team of the Week I've heard aren't as good as before. I only bought Team of the Week once, and then I'm like, I'm off of it. I wasn't even home for that glitch, unfortunately. I wanted to just strangle myself. That way, you know, I could maybe like I don't know, fake an injury there. I guess maybe I could just say I got a cough or something and go home during work. But regardless, I missed that Team of the Week glitch. People made millions. Like, you guys don't, like, a lot of people don't really show off how much money they have, and for good reason. But people made, I heard people getting like 5 million coins off that. Crazy. And that's just a couple people that I knew that were on during that thing. So it's a bigger deal than people kind of let on for the market for certain people. Otherwise, the market seemed to rebound after the Team of the Week. You know, prices dropped a bunch of cards, but overall, it didn't have too much terrible effect on the market. But all right, moving forward with the pack odds going up, it seems like the Legend Fantasy packs talked about that. We'll talk more about the market and stuff on Market Monday, so I shouldn't have really gotten into that too much today. The structure of MUT. So this video is going to be basically me talking through my thoughts lately on MUT, and this is 2 minutes. I don't know why I'm still introducing the video. I'm almost like a quarter into it. So we only see a few people on Twitter for MUT, and those are the people that I've heard are that other people assume are in charge of MUT, and that's not true. There, like you saw Rex in the podcast, there was a ton we went through the Rex podcast. I'll get to that in a little bit. The podcast, my thoughts. What the people we see on MUT on Twitter are not the people in charge. Guru is a communications person. He's not in charge. He passes along to the people in charge. The people in charge that you hate, that maybe make a bad decision about MUT, they're not on Twitter. They're the nameless, faceless bureaucrats that we do hate and make some bad decisions. But luckily, the people that we interact with on Twitter pass it along to them. Now, you might be asking yourself, GoFox, why are you explaining this? Because I've heard from a few different people the hate for one specific MUT developer, and how he's actually in charge of this MUT, and it's just untrue. So I know Rex podcast was a long time, but Rex mentioned it during the podcast. I wanted to specifically mention it. The devs on Twitter are not the ones in charge of MUT. Rex is not in charge of MUT. Go at him for gameplay issues. Go at Clint for gameplay issues. But anyways, regardless, moving forward, and talk about the podcast. Do you guys want me, like, did you guys have any topics that you want me and Tex to discuss at any time, any week? Let me know. Send me something on Twitter. I also read all YouTube comments. You can leave them there. And let me know going forward if you guys ever want us to talk about it. It's something you think, like, if there's a big glitch out or there's some, like, other aspect of another game you think could maybe do well in MUT, let me know. I put out my thoughts on what I'd like to see in MUT change going forward. I put that out like mid-October. I loved that video. Took me a long time to put together all those ideas. Please check it out if you can. I'll link it in the description. I'll try and remember to link that in the description when I put this up. But if you haven't heard that. So, what would you guys, and on that MUT subject, what would you guys ask the guys in charge of MUT if you could? Like, what if you had a potential, like, question and what you want changed? Is it the NATs? Because during my video, I mentioned how much I hate NATs, and I got some pushback from people on Reddit and in that comment section. Maybe not to me, but when they voiced their opinions, they said they actually are okay with the NAT stuff for a lot of it. I hated the Sean Taylor NAT a lot, but I got some people saying, no, I'm cool with NAT Sean Taylor. I said, and you guys can watch the video for my thoughts on that. Well, I'm not gonna just say the same things over again in the same video. I don't like to go over the same things over and over and over again, like I'm doing right now. So, but what are your guys' overall thoughts on MUT 18 this year? I saw somebody on Twitter say they liked MUT 17 better than MUT 18. That's something I have to disagree with. Like, when you look at the legends this year, much better. And really, what's the reason we play this game? For the gameplay, the legends, ripping packs, and maybe some other things, you know, like the competitive aspect. But that's kind of playing the game. So, and the sets and stuff, putting together a team, organizing a team, and NAT kind of takes out a lot of the team aspect and the organization parts of that, and I can see why that's a negative for MUT 18. But 17, do you remember when we all got banned from the auction house for EA's mistake? That sucked. They also had Mossgate, which I would say is a wash with the Team of the Week gate we just got, with a lot of people profiting tremendously from flipping those cards. Some people now have coin levels at mine because of that Team of the Week glitch that had like only a couple million beforehand. I talked about that earlier. So 18's also we got more legends. I think the packs are better in 18, but 17 had the weekly content. I think 17 was a low point in MUT. I think going back to years previous, 15 is still my gold standard for MUT for a lot of the promos for the cornucopia packs that I hope we get here in 18. But I think 18 for the grinders, for the solo players, even though you're getting a lot of NAT cards, you're still getting a lot of coins. Those NAT cards are good positions at the moment. Yeah, you can't farm them, but those are really for the hardcore guys that are farmers. They kind of were left out in the cold along with us investors in 18, and 17 wasn't great for investing either. 16 was amazing. 15 was amazing for investors because we could predict based off previous years what they were going to come back in. Like I spent, I don't know, half what I've spent in this year and previous years in 17 and 18 in those years, and I had just as good a team. And I was only doing investments, wasn't flipping as much. I went from somebody playing the market to doing investments and doing phenomenal with them. And basically that's how I was able to build my team off much less money spent. But this year it's required a lot more money and I've done a lot of solos too. So, although, let's move on. Let me know in your comments what's your favorite MUT of all time. Not just the gameplay, because the gameplay in 17 was one of the terrible ones by the end of the year. But this year isn't over yet. We haven't got our full nickel blitz 2 and our swerve into the game. That stuff really took off in the meta. I'd say a little bit later in the year. This time it's still kind of varied between a lot of teams, but once a lot of people started watching more of the competitive Madden stuff, a lot of people kind of catch on to that on the ladder. You get the more toss, the dive this year, the 3-3-5, the stuff I had last year that everybody's using this year. So the meta's almost set, but not as degenerative as it was last year with the swerve and that exploit. All right, so are you guys? I guess the next question, the next question I want to ask you: are you guys still interested in MUT with all these new games coming out? Call of Duty, Battlefront. I've played Battlefront. I played Battlefront the last 2 nights. My God, I had a lot of fun. Now I know there's a big controversy there with the loot boxes and stuff. That's something we're very familiar with in MUT, and something that I agree. The loot box thing that they went basically a mobile game on top of a $60 purchase for Battlefront, and I hope they make those changes because the progression system is kind of confusing and messed up, and a lot of the grinding for points there's some exploits to that, and I don't know, we'll hope DICE gets that correct and EA can fix all that, you know, nonsense. So I kind of want to know, are you guys as excited for this new feature Rex talked about? Is this what's going to bring a lot of people back? He said it's meta defining but not on the field gameplay. Somebody on Twitter asked if it was related to stat tracking. He said no, not even close to that. So what would it be, like formation subs? A few people speculated on. Let me show you guys a thought on what kind of added feature we're getting to the meta here. Custom audibles, that kind of stuff. So with that said, I kind of want to know also what you guys want to see for content for the channel. I'm kind of set in what I've been doing, but if there's anything like that really stands out, and don't suggest something another YouTuber is doing, because I don't like to. I do at times copy other YouTubers and like pack openings. A ton of people like this video right here. Hundreds, thousands of YouTubers do pack openings. So I'm fine doing the stuff that other people do, but I would prefer it if it's like innovative. Let me know if there's something innovative you guys want to see. I'm still going to come out with the Market Mondays. I'm going to try and do the Market Monday every week now. I've let it slack this year because of that investment. We'll talk about that tomorrow. I'm going to do reviews, still do a ton of those. I'll get my New England scheme out this week is the goal, but no promises. The written New England scheme for subs is what's taking me so long. Otherwise, I can just record the video and be done with it. The 2 million coin team, I'll do a 3 million coin team probably at Thanksgiving after that promo launches, then a 5 million coin team shortly after that too. But yeah, let me know what you guys, anything innovative, or I think I have one series I've thought up that I might want to do, but like, I don't know. Do you guys? I don't really want to do rebuilds. I know a lot of people do rebuilds on their channel and they do really well. And I've never been a person that chases the really good view contents, the draft champion themes. What was it? The Guess Who. I actually kind of like doing the Guess Who, that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll do a Guess Who with another YouTuber because that's fairly easy and actually kind of fun. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't knock content until I try it. I've never tried a rebuild. I've done other things before that people have had a lot more success than I have with, but overall, I don't know. Rebuilds might be fun. Maybe I shouldn't say I'm not gonna do it. That's too bad. But overall, this pack openings, and oh yeah, one more thing about testing. I know people want me to do more testing and stuff, but it's too time consuming with streams, and I want to stream a lot. I like streaming, I like playing the game. I'm not getting nearly as much weekend league as I'd like to. I've only finished 2 weekend leagues. I got what, 5th on one of them, 27th on the other. And then, oh yeah, I was demoted. I was more like 7th. I think 2 people jumped above me on that 5th. Anyways, regardless, that's it. The end of the video. Hope you liked it. Talk to me in the comments. Thanks for watching. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow.